Well, hello! Just up that trail, about 4 miles, is the Timberlane Ranch. And my family has roamed these woods for nearly 150 years. Anyway, I decided to capture it all on film. The people, the beautiful redwood trees, everything, nature, in a part of the world that you've probably never seen before. This place is amazing. So I got the help of my older brother, Stevo, a rock and roller, Randy, a mountaineer who lives off the grid, and me, a retired ringmaster from a circus from a long time ago. So we joined our forces together and are producing films just for you. Are you ready to get started? Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Timberlane Film, let the show begin!
Randy here. You're just in time to enjoy a little bit of a hailstorm with me right now. These little balls of ice are just falling from the sky. In my cabin, it's making all kinds of clattery noises, so I thought I'd come on out and enjoy it. Why sit in your cabin on a beautiful day like this when you could be out being showered by these incredible little balls of ice? I think it's even starting to turn into snow. And this is the kind of entertainment we get when we live out here in the wilderness. We don't need any of those telephones with the screens on them or those television sets. We don't need that for entertainment out here. This is the kind of entertainment that we get when we live out here in the wilderness. Just looking up there in the hills, I could see the clouds rolling by the treetops. Whoa! Yeah! You won't see this down in the city, that's for sure.
Off the land, so I got this little song for him. It kind of goes like this. Where I wanna be, I'm living like a life for me. That's been out for my life. Excuse me while I kiss the countryside. New York is where. Hey, I've never been to New York. What the?
When you live out here in the wilderness, when you run out of fuel, you got to take full responsibility for it. This ain't the city where you can blame it on a power company, or maybe they're not paying you enough at work to pay the electrical bills. No, when you live out here in the wilderness, you're responsible for everything that happens. We call that self-reliance. It's up to me to fix it and resolve it and make it better. And you know, when that starts to happen, you start developing that kind of a mindset. Well, it gives you more power in this world. I can't think of a better word than power, but it gives you that confidence to know that, you know, if I want to make this better, it's 100% on me. If I got in the habit of blaming everything on everybody else, then I would get in this mindset that, well, I can't change it, I can't make it better, because it's not my fault. Well, out here in the wilderness, if that's the way I lived, then, well, I probably wouldn't be alive now. And So last night when I was sitting in my cabin freezing because I ran out of firewood, I said, Randy, the reason you're sitting out here freezing in this cabin is because you neglected cut enough wood last summer to get you through the winter. Yeah, sure, I could blame it on, it was a colder winter than usual, or I could blame it on my grandfather who cut all the good wood around the camp. But where does that get me? That's my word for the day, self-reliance and having faith in yourself that you can make things better. And not blaming everything that is all your woes on everybody and everything else. I think that's one of the benefits of living here in the wilderness versus living in the city. All right, rain's starting to come down. I gotta head up to the wood cabin right now. And now, the special public service announcement from the Fishing Education Foundation.
Hello, I'm here to correct all these misgiven information that Real Rebel's putting out there. You see him, he has a reel up top here like this here. He's just wrong, totally wrong in his approach to fishing.
And now, here he is from the Timberlane Film Studios. The man who refuses to back down and continues to fish his own way with the fishing reel on top. The Real Rebel.
He's a maverick. He fishes his own way with the fishing reel on top. He doesn't buy fishing weights. He makes his own out of mussel shells. He doesn't need any waders when he fishes. He's a maverick. He pioneered a new way of fishing with the reel on top.
With the fishing reel on top. Timberlane Films has rocked the world of fishing. The Real Rebel.
He fishes with the reel on top.
As Real Rebel's fame has grown, fans have wanted to know more about who he is. So we at Timberlane Films asked the Real Rebel, how do you spend your time off when you're not fishing? Well, the Real Rebel took us along to one of his favorite places to visit when he's not out fishing with the reel on top. Oric.
I'm the Real Rebel, and when I'm not out fishing my own way, I like to spend time in a town that does things its own way. Oric.
Oric doesn't need any fancy hotels.
I venture to say in Oric you can find plenty of folk that fish with a spin reel on top.
Oric doesn't need any gourmet restaurants. They got the Snack Shack.
And I like to order my elk burger with the patty on top.
Oric does fine art its own way.
with chainsaws. I love this town. Not only is it surrounded by dazzling scenic beauty, but Oric has a way of unabashedly doing things its own way. They don't need to buy planters in Oric. They use old car tires.
My first time in Oric. I'm passing through. I'm originally from the East Coast. We saw these most eclectic, adorable little figurines all made of wood, and the entire town is just like this. And we've got the sheep roaming by, and just wonderful and eclectic, and we really want to come back.
In the 1970s, the good people of Oric and surrounding areas carved this 9-ton sculpture of a peanut. They loaded it up on a tractor trailer, and they hauled it all the way to Washington, D.C. with a logging truck escort, and they presented it as a gift to then U.S. President Jimmy Carter. Well, Jimmy Carter didn't accept this wonderful gift. My guess is he didn't quite appreciate art done its own way. So he turned them away, they hauled it back here, and they dropped it off right here in this very location. Look it up on Wikipedia if you don't believe me, the Oric Peanut. It'll tell you the whole story. And my guess is Jimmy Carter, he was probably one of those folks who fishes with the reel on the bottom. And speaking of fishing, I'm going to head over here to the beautiful Redwood Creek right on the outskirts of town here of Oric, and I'm going to do some fishing with the reel on top. He fishes his own way. He's a maverick. He fishes with the reel on top. He doesn't need any waders when he fishes. He doesn't buy fishing weights. He makes his own out of mussel shells. He pioneered a new way of fishing with the reel on top. He's a maverick. He fishes his own way with the fishing reel on top. He fishes with the reel on top.
That was pretty groovy, wasn't it? I bet you never seen a place like this before, have you? But I want to thank you for coming by and watching Timberlane Films. Until next time, you have a great week. Goodbye, everybody.